Good morning, everyone. I'm that dude over there, and today we make our trek back to Hoenn and hopefully clear the league to move on to Sinnoh. Last time we were here, we had a killer loss against Tate and Liza, thanks to a calm minding Lunatone. We've crawled through Kanto and Johto again, just to get to this point, and today we will try again to clear the game. But that's enough chit chat. Let's begin where all things start. In the back of this moving van! Must say, my favorite part of returning to Hoenn is the constant child abuse from neglectful adults. We picked Torchic as our starter this time because Water has an abundance of great Pokemon in Gen 3 and Fire has, well, it's there. Despite batteries being a great starter, we'll need to have some better Pokemon to take care of Roxanne with. Lucky for us, we get a good starting pool of Pokemon for the fight. We get Anna the Lozad, Lulu the Marill, and Bayonetta the Shroomish. So with these Pokemon on our team, was it really a wonder that we beat Roxanne? After the fight, we prepare to leave, but fight May for some more experience before Brawly. Shouldn't be that hard, if last time was any example. I'm sure we'll... Oh god, it's Torkoal! This is worse than fighting Milk Tank! Curse plus Smog? Oh, the horror! It's a good thing I had Lulu, otherwise I'm sure we would have lost someone in this fight. After catching Bathos the Aeron, we begin preparing for Brawly. Our team lacks a party member that could resist Brawly's fighting types, so we'll need to rely on our batteries to defeat his team, before they can take too much damage. Thankfully though, thanks to some well-placed items, we secure the victory against the surfing gym leader of Dewford. After clearing out some pirates, we make our way to... Oh god, it's May again! Is what I would say, but with Torkoal no longer on her team, she goes from early game threat to minor inconvenience. So then Wally comes by. We flood Mauville Town's economy with rare candies in exchange for some TMs at the casino. You really don't want to gamble? No! With my luck, we'll end up at a net loss. I refuse to play games that steal my money! Lame. But let's go over the main reason we're here. Watson. We lead with Bathos to try and KO Watson's self-conscious Pokeball with Eyes. I thought that Bathos would be able to take care of this relatively quickly, but I was proven wrong. Bathos struggles to kill Voltorb, and right now is really making me question why she's still part of the team. The only pro that came from her fight is that she lowered Voltorb's accuracy so much that when it unalived itself, it missed. That was comedy gold. Lana the Linoon speedruns Electrike's defeat before Watson sends out Magneton. There's only one thing that can stop this conjoined Magnet's wrath, and it's batteries. Though I can't lie, seeing batteries almost die from a crit almost made me fall backwards in shock. Bayonetta wins us the gym badge after stalling out against Manectric thanks to Leech Seed. While completing the Team Magma side quest, we make our way to Route 114, where we prep ourselves to find a Swablu. Altaria was such a great addition to our party last time that not having them would be a great sin. But in an event that I can only call Trash Apocalypse 2023, we learned that Swablu and the Lotad line aren't the only encounters you can get on this route. You can also get a Nuzleaf. And I swear to God, I have never seen this mother trucker in my life on this route. So color me surprised when I found that it has a 1% encounter rate on Cerebi. Just fan-tucking-fastic. Maxie doesn't give us any trouble, and we move on to Flannery. I'm not really happy about this fight since trying to fight a fire-type gym leader with our party of few water types puts me on edge. Bathos, why couldn't you have just had more special defense to deal with these witches? Now instead we have to actually strategize for a win. I look around my PC for any clue to deal with this dastardly newbie gym leader, and then I found it. Kane is a Numel we found back on Route 112. Did you know that Null gets access to Magnitude? Sure, it's not the greatest move, but did you also know it can learn Double Team? A TM you can get in the Mauville game corner. Kane should have been called Naruto, because this lady soloed Flannery with her Shadow Clone technique. Now with little filler in between us, we race towards Norman, picking up Rana the Cacnea along the way. Norman should be way easier now that we have Bayonetta and Batteries here to aid us in this fight. And thanks to Bulk Up, Batteries is able to set up and sweep Norman's pathetic, yet scary, normal types. On our way to Fortree City, we stop by New Mauville to pick up something to go against Winona. And you are just so fucking desperate to avoid me, aren't you? You tiny little. Despite not getting the Pokemon I wanted, we still managed to win our fight against Winona. I just had to trade Tackle for Ice Beam on Fufu the Gyarados. A better move in the long run, but now we have no moves to capitalize on Fufu's massive attack stat. We also teach Shirley the Loudred Shockwave since their special attack is somehow higher than their normal attack. But we clear Winona and move on to our next challenge. And you know, of course, what I'm talking about. Team Magma and Team Aqua, of course. Can't let little Pirate Patty and Scientist Sam cause the end of the world, am I right? Nah, let's get into the real scary fight. Tate and Liza. I'm gonna be upfront with you guys. I was quaking in my itty bitty tiny boots for this fight. I didn't want to fail again after all this work. I constructed a new team this time with a dark type, just so I could try and counter Lunatone and Solrock. But despite that, I was still fearful. I was scared that I might have to reset. I want to beat this so bad, so that way we can move on to Sinnoh or Unova. And if we complete those titles, maybe move on to other Pokemon related stuff. Who knows, it could spice up the channel. But in order to do that, we need to defeat Tate and Liza now. Juana and Fufu lead against Claydol and Xatu. Our plan is to KO the Xatu side first, since Rana the Cacturn was our only solution for the aces. And if we got rid of Claydol first, we'd be stuck in the same situation of Rana being unable to come in due to the opponent's one-rounding her. Once Xatu goes down, Lunatone gets thrown in. I was hoping that Surf would do a decent chunk of damage since it's super effective on both targets, but boy was I wrong. I managed to land 2 sand attacks with Lana before she goes down to Claydol and Lunatone, who gang up on her. So long, old friend. May you rest well in the afterlife. Now with Xatu gone, we send out Rana. Fufu was in charge of making sure Lunatone flinched with Bite, while Rana set up Leech Seed on both foes. This works greatly in our favor. I really don't understand why Claydol didn't target Fufu with Psychic. I say this because once Rana shows up, Claydol starts spamming Earthquake. By the way, this is why I couldn't lead with Bathos. God, I swear you're beginning to piss me off with how useless you are in battle. I thought you were gonna be based, but now I see you're just cringe.
Kill me!
After a while, Lunatone actually makes a smart move and tries to put Rana to sleep to stop her from using Growth. Luckily, I came prepared for this fight and brought full heals to wake up the slumbering Cactus. Funny enough, it wasn't even Rana that killed the Lunatone, it was Fufu. But now I need to be careful. Solrock comes with Sunny Day and Flamethrower. If I don't act accordingly, I could get Rana burnt to Solgaleo, but the original. Despite the better move being the switch, I keep Rana out to Leech Seed the Solrock. If Rana moves faster, I don't need to switch it out and lose all the boosts I gave it with Growth. But of course, Rana moves last, but she doesn't die. Solrock wasted a turn using Sunny Day, which gave Rana the chance to seed the sun. The move probably costed Tate and Liza the battle, cause now I was able to switch out Rana with Sorry, I meant yawn the Shuppet and take out both of our foes. Now with the 7th badge, I can progress through the game easily. Juan is a joke and the Elite Four is practically right in front of me. There's nothing that can bring me down. Alright, the side quest. We can't use Rayquaza anyway, but we still find him to put the kids to bed.
Shut the fuck up!
I know I said Juan was a joke, but that was greatly exaggerated. His biggest threat is Kingdra, who we have no answers to. We can't Leech Seed this since I'm pretty sure he has Ice Beam or Aurora Beam or something like that. But to get there, we need to break through his thick, fat Celio. Walrein is already a monster to take on, and so just imagine something like that and downsize it by like 50, actually by 25%. Really, Juan is just incredibly challenging because water is just that flexible of a defensive type. I mean, if we didn't have Rana, we surely would have failed the fight against Juan. But now, it's the moment you've waited for. The Elite Wally, Wally, alright? Listen kid, if you're only gonna have Gardevoir, I'm not gonna take this fight seriously. Oh wait, he actually came up with a team? Alright, so while I beat him up, let me explain the Pokemon we're gonna use for the Elite Four. Leading up is Batteries, the Energized Survivor from the nearby KFC. Then we have the most useless party member of all time, Bathos Aggron, with the most underwhelming moveset of all time. Then is your favorite little bastard, Rana, the friendly neighborhood serial killer. From there, we introduce new members such as the returning favorite, F the Crobat, followed by Lenny, the world's worst compass and navigator. And finally, we have the man, the myth, the legend, Nami, the tank made of indestructible skin and pain. With this being so climactic, let's go through these one by one just to build up tension. The Nada gang leader, Sydney, leads the assault against the Elite Four. He uses Dark-type Pokemon, which really doesn't pose a threat to my overly confident Batteries and Bathos. As much as he tries to be intimidating to our gang, he simply stands no chance. As we walk into Phoebe's Chamber of Spirits, we show off Rana's true power with a setup and sweep. She didn't have any fancy gimmick like Calm Mind or Bulk Up, but she did have growth in a generation where the Dark type is special. Now, it's time for Glacia. And I'm gonna be honest, with our team comp, I completely failed for this Elite. All of our party was weak one way or another to Glacia's team. The only real chance we had to go against Glacia's Celios and Walrein was our own Nami. But here's the real kicker. I send out Nami to fight against her Walrein, and she lands the Sheer Cold. I absolutely lost my mind around here. Walrein posed a threat to every member of my team, and I seriously thought we were gonna wipe. We lose Rana, and I finally find a way to beat the beast. Despite Lenny having a weakness to both types Walrein possess, after a single cosmic power, Lenny is able to survive Walrein's attacks. We spam Ancient Power in hopes for an Omni boost, and despite not getting it, we still beat Glacia. Ooh, that was scary. But hey, it can't get worse, right? Right? Drake is next, and our plan is to set up Cosmic Power against his Shelgon, and sweep his team. It wasn't a perfect strategy, but was one of the few moves we can make since we had nothing to go against Drake's dragons. We managed to put a good dent in Drake's team, but then his Salamence lands a critical crunch on Lenny, killing him from full. Oh, this sucks! We only have 3 Pokemon for the champion and over half of them are weak to water. Why did we have to lose Lenny now? Well, why didn't you teach him Double Team? What? Well, you used to rare candies to get TMs from the game corner, right? Why didn't you just buy double team TM for Lenny and replace Shadow Ball for double team? Uh, 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 well, I mean, that's alright. I'm sure you thought about it for Wallace, right? So Wallace, huh? We try and fight the newly promoted champion, but we fall at the second Pokemon. Meaning we choked at the end of the run.
But you can't do this to me. You know how much I sacrificed?
Wailord takes out F after landing an Ice Beam before he can use Water Spout to kill batteries. He takes out the Fat Man with a +1 attack Earthquake, but then we lose batteries after they are short-circuited in a flood. We lost at the very end. Oh, why? This was supposed to be our redemption arc. We should have won, damn it, why? Well, that sucks. Put yourself in my shoes. I wanted to move on more than anyone else. It would suck if these videos went on forever, but each time I get so far, Owen walks over and goes, "Aw, hell nah," before putting me back in Kanto. Will we ever conquer this nightmare of a region, or are we doomed to walk this cycle of nagging regret? If you like what you saw, why not consider leaving a like and spreading the video around? It really helps idiots like me who suck at promoting videos. Hooray. And until we find out next time, stay safe out there. Will ya?